Warning. These jokes may cause uncontrollable snorts, giggles, and possibly even tears of laughter. If you're in a quiet place, you might want to brace yourself, because we're about to embark on a journey through 10 of the silliest, punniest, and most lighthearted jokes you'll hear all week. Whether you're having a rough day or just need a little pick-me-up, these jokes are guaranteed to put a smile on your face. So sit back, relax, and get ready to laugh out loud as we dive into our first joke. Let's kick things off with a classic. Why did the tomato turn red? Now you might be thinking, is this going to be a science lesson about ripening fruit? But no, it's much more fun than that. Imagine a plump, juicy tomato sitting on the kitchen counter, minding its own business, when suddenly it catches a glimpse of something unexpected. What could possibly make a tomato blush? The answer is coming up, because it saw the salad dressing. That's right, the tomato turned red because it caught the salad getting dressed. It's a classic play on words that never fails to get a chuckle. Just picture it, a bashful tomato, turning bright red out of embarrassment. It's the kind of joke that's perfect for sharing at the dinner table, especially if you want to get the kids giggling. And honestly, who knew vegetables could be so modest? Jokes like this remind us that humor can be found in the simplest things, even in our salads. And speaking of places where you might not expect to find a good laugh, let's move on to our next joke, which takes us to a place that's usually all business, the bank. Here's a riddle for you. Why don't secrets last in a bank? Now, banks are known for keeping things safe and secure. Money, valuables, important documents. But when it comes to secrets, there's a little problem. Can you guess what it is? The answer is a clever twist on words that will make you see your local bank in a whole new light. Too many tellers. That's right. Secrets don't last in a bank because there are just too many tellers. It's a pun that plays on the double meaning of the word teller. Someone who works at a bank and someone who tells things. So next time you're at the bank, just remember, if you've got a secret, you might want to keep it to yourself. Now let's take a trip to the seaside for our next joke. Picture yourself standing on a sandy beach, the sun shining, the waves gently rolling in. The ocean and the beach have been neighbors for millions of years, but have you ever wondered what they say to each other? Here's a joke that brings a little personality to the natural world. What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing. It just waved. It's a simple joke, but it's sure to make you smile. The image of the ocean literally waving at the beach is both silly and endearing. It's the kind of joke that's perfect for sharing on a summer day, or when you're dreaming of your next vacation by the sea. Sometimes, the best jokes are the ones that take everyday things and give them a playful twist. And speaking of everyday things, let's move on to a joke that's perfect for anyone who spends a lot of time on their computer. Why did the computer catch a cold? Now, computers are supposed to be high-tech and reliable, but even they can have their off days. If you've ever had your computer slow down or freeze up, you might have wondered if it was feeling under the weather. Well, this joke has a hilarious explanation. It left its windows open. Get it? The computer caught a cold because it left its windows open. It's a clever pun that combines technology and everyday life, and it's sure to get a laugh from anyone who's ever used a PC. Just remember to close your windows, both the real ones and the digital ones, if you want to keep your computer healthy. Jokes like this are a great way to lighten the mood at the office or during a long day of work. And now, let's move on to a joke that's all about time, specifically what happens when you try to wear too much of it at once. Have you ever heard of a belt made of watches? It sounds like something out of a fashion magazine or a quirky invention show. But as you'll see, it's not exactly the most practical accessory. That's a waste of time. Get it? A waste of time. It's a pun that combines fashion and timekeeping in the silliest way possible. Just imagine someone walking around with a belt covered in watches. Talk about being obsessed with punctuality. But in the end, it's just a waste. Or should we say, a waste of time. Puns like these are the heart and soul of classic jokes. They're the kind of humor that brings people together, gets everyone groaning and laughing at the same time, and reminds us not to take life too seriously. Whether you're sharing these jokes with friends, family, or co-workers, you're sure to spread a little joy and a lot of laughter. So the next time you need to brighten someone's day, or your own, just remember these jokes and let the laughter roll.